This is tutorial for Alana, and I guess now for you too, about chords, some ideas for playing chords with songs, and writing your own songs as well. When I'm playing chords, whether it be for church, or whether it be with a pop song or a movie tune, I like to first learn the bass line. So that's like Pachelbel's Canon, right? And that works just fine. But after I learn the bass line, which means after I memorize it and can sing the bass line, then the next step I'll do is working on inverting the chords. So let's pretend that you're learning a song that has like 3 chords in it. And let's do E flat major, and then C minor, and F minor. Okay, so bum, 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 bum. When I can sing that, great, that's the first step. Next, I will learn some chord inversions. So I play the E flat, G flat, B flat, and then I play C minor, C, E flat, G, and F minor, F, A flat, C. If I want to make it sound, I think, better, I might play E flat regular, but then C minor. I might play the top note, or the C, here instead. It's still C, E flat, G, but the order has been changed, so we call it inverted. Here's regular, here's inverted, or flipped upside down. It's been flipped one time, so this is first inversion. Whenever you play a regular chord in first inversion, it's always going to be finger 1 and 2 and 5 for the right hand. That's what I always do, doesn't matter where the white and black keys are, I do 1, 2, 5. And there's a bigger distance, bigger interval between the middle and top notes. So if I look at the notes on the page and I see close together and then farther apart, I know it's first inversion. So I know the fingering is going to be 1, 2, 5. Okay? And next I might try F minor regular, root position. The principle that I follow, I learned in music theory class. We call it voice leading. It might have a different name in non-classical music, but in classical music, it's called voice leading. If there's a note that's in the chord I'm playing and the chord I'm going to play next, I'll keep that note where it is. Watch this. Here's top, middle, and bottom, E flat major. If I go to C minor, the E flat and the G are also in C minor. So I'll keep these where they are, on the bottom and the middle, and I'll change this other note to the note that's missing, the C. That's why I move my pinky over to C. If I'm here on C and I'm going to F minor, F, A flat, C, I'll keep the C where it is because that's common. It's in both of the chords. And I move the E flat to the closest F or A flat, which is here. I move the G to the closest A flat, which is here. So by that way, it sounds smoother moving from one chord to the next, and my hand doesn't have to jump around, because that's a little bit frantic, and it sounds disjointed as well, whereas this just sounds better. I don't have more eloquent language than that. It just sounds better. What if I don't want to start here? What if I want to start here? It's still E flat major, but now the B flat is on the bottom. This has been flipped 2 times, so it's second inversion. Regular, first inversion, where this note went over, and there's a bigger gap, middle to top. Second inversion has been flipped another time, and the bigger gap is bottom to middle. Okay. stay where they are because they're common, and the B flat moves to the closest C. Now with the F minor chord, the C is the common tone. So keep the C where it is, and move the E flat to the closest F or A flat, which is here. Move the G to the closest A flat, which is here. So check it out. Second inversion, root position, second inversion. Let's play this in a couple different styles. Here's quarter notes. Yeah, I got my quarter notes. I'm happy with my quarter notes. What else do I need but quarter notes? Okay, you might not like that. You might want to do more like a broken guitar feel. That's too low. Okay, guitarists, just detune your instrument so you can play E flat. So all I'm doing is playing the chord instead of all together blocked. I'm playing it broken, taking turns. And sometimes I go like this, sometimes like this, or sometimes like this. But that would be 2 notes in a beat, and usually a quarter note's a beat in simple pop songs at least. So we pretend those are 8th notes. Okay, I chose 3 chords because there's this really cool Coldplay song. Well, that's like every Coldplay song, if you ask my student Maddie. But it has an E flat, and then it has this B flat minor, and most songs have 4 chords in a pattern, but this one has only 3. Okay, so if you are going to play this Clocks song, this is E flat major, but since there's a bigger gap, bottom to top, it is first inversion. Notice the B flat is in both chords, so whoever wrote the song was pretty smart, and they agreed with me about, well, they're smart whether or not they agreed with me. I should be clear about that. But they use voice leading because the B flat stays in the middle. Now this chord, B flat D F, it's B flat minor. Because there's a bigger gap between the bottom and the middle, it's in second inversion. It's been flipped twice. Between B flat minor and F minor, there's an F common tone. So the F stays where it is, and the other 2 notes move to the closest F minor chord tone. Coldplay, you're so good. What about if we were doing, let's see, what about, oh, this is Ed Sheeran song called, I think it's called Perfect. And it's written in A major. So we have 3 sharps. So if you're doing that song, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Okay, so here we have F sharp minor, and D major, and A major, and E major. So there's always common tones here if you want to play with common tones. F sharp minor you could play, F sharp A, C sharp, root position. When you go to D major, there are 2 common tones. So keep them where they are, and just move the C sharp to the closest D. Yeah. Now, between D major and A major, there's 1 common tone. There's an A in both chords. So keep the A where it is. Move the others to the closest E or C sharp. Between A major, this is second inversion because there's a bigger gap between bottom and middle. Just keep your common tone on E. Move the other notes to the closest G sharp or B. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. Grass, if you're in the UK, you can say that. I can't. I'm American, so I say grass. Grass. Listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered on, underneath my breath. But you heard it, and you look perfect tonight. Okay, so common tones. Once you learn the bass line and can sing the bass line, explore some common tones, whatever song it might be, because that way you'll just sound better. There's another song from a little while ago. I forget if it's 10 or 15 years or 20 years or whatever, but it's like by Sara Bareilles. I think it does that voice leading. So I'm going to pretend it's an E flat major again. I don't know what key it's in. I didn't research that. But if it were in C minor, you could try second inversion. And there are no common tones. So I just keep the same inversion and move all the keys over to the left, one key. But here, there is a common tone, B flat, so I keep that where it is. I'm not gonna write you a love song, no, whatever the words are. Okay. She also wrote this song from, I think it's called Waitress. It's kind of a sad song, but she's a little bit more lyrical in that song. She does voice leading in that song too. So that's what I would say. Alana, if you're writing songs, first learn the bass line so you can sing it, and then work on chord inversions. And there's tons of stuff we can do after that. But get those two things down, because maybe you want a jumping around sound, or maybe you want a sound that sort of weaves between the chords. Smoother voice leading. So try that. And I think we'll stop there for now. This is Ryan Blakemore, pianist, inviting you to subscribe and click the notification button so you can be notified of my next videos. And if you have any requests for video topics, please feel free to leave those in the comments or email me at my email address, which should be in the description. That's all for now. See you next time.